This morning I got to go to a breakfast for First Things First. I was happy to get to go because Bob and Diane Ruthazer were being honored. Many of you know them. They've been at the center of St. Giles' life for years, and Bob is the founder of First Things. This morning he recounted the early days when he and Diane had a sense of God's calling but still had no idea where this would lead. God knew, and so Bob and Diane stepped out in faith. Then the Lord moved. First, he pulled together some key leaders around Bob, which produced the mix of gifts necessary to yield a regional marriage and parenting ministry. Then it grew, and they found some new means of touching lives, so that now over the years, First Things has lifted something over 40,000 people in this most crucial part of their lives, marriage and parenting. And now that 40,000 will be used to touch even more. All of the conferences and training events that touch them initially will continue to echo with the uplifting of countless thousands beyond that immediate circle. Think about their children and friends, their churches, and the impact on the whole community. The Lord is multiplying the harvest in a way that only He can do. And it all began with a call from God to a couple crazy enough to follow, even though they couldn't see the whole course yet laid out. Look what God has done. Today, Bob passed the director's baton to his successor, Chris Beach. God is unfolding a next season for First Things, and Chris is the right man for this season, while the Ruthazers are moving on to God's next season for them in a growing marriage coaching ministry. It was great fun to see. The story is particular to Bob and Diane, but it's not unique. That's because God has a calling particular to you. How are you hearing Him? What will you do to respond? The Lord is preparing a harvest, and He wants to start with you.